What's up? I'm gonna be playing Sifu. This is a combat action game that basically makes you beat up people, like as you see on the screen. In the beginning, this game is a 3 out of 10 out of difficulty. It takes 2 playthroughs and takes 15 hours. We start off in the game as a character named Yang. Yang is basically the main bad guy in this game, and he's making his way to Sifu's place as his residency. That is Sifu, as you can see, with his nice shiny bald head. You got that KSI forehead. Anyways, Sifu is very powerful because he has this certain item, this little talisman thingamabobber. And then we fight Sifu, and then we kind of kick the crap out of him because he's like 7 years old. And then he beats us up, throws us outside, and then you duke it out in the middle of his backyard. Pause a little bit. Yeah, and then after you defeat, that's it, Sifu, as you see on top of the screen, he dies, just regular dies, and then cuts to you, and then you die, and that's Sifu. And then you get the first trophy for completing the prologue, and then you get to pick if you want to be a warrior girl. To catch you guys up on the lore, the amulet that the Yang dude was looking for in the beginning, the little kid in the closet, took, and then now every time he dies, he ages. So now that's why we're old Sifu. I'm pretty sure this guy's called Sifu again. And then yeah, so now we're like trying to kill who killed Big Boss Man Sifu. But first, we got a trophy for getting 3 takedowns in under 20 seconds or so, 20 or 30 seconds, for the Lightning Hands trophy. The next trophy I got is for upgrading skill in the shrines found around the map. This is the XP tree in the game. And then shortly after, I got the trophy for completing the squats room, the main big hangar in the game, in under 1 minute and 20 seconds. This was pretty easy for a time trophy. Anyways, after you finish the main floors of the tower, you get to this room with special flowers, and then this guy turns around, this Chinese version of Oppenheimer, kind of gross stuff. He's like a vegetarian or something. And then you fight him, and this dude's actually kind of pretty annoying. This boss fight was pretty difficult for like the first boss fight. I died once in the fight, but I had to do the fight twice for stuff that I have to see. This boss fight was actually pretty fun though. I'm really enjoying the combat in this game so far. I'm recording this directly after I played this dude. So after you defeat his first stage, he transports you into like a bamboo forest, and then he kind of jumps at you. But just when I found a bug while playing, apparently this is pretty common if you play this game, he kind of just sits in the forest and does nothing. Like I tried getting a bamboo stick and hucking it at him, and he didn't move. Like I don't know what happened with him. I don't think I did anything wrong, but anyways, I had to restart the chapter, and I fought his stage. As you see, I died because I'm now age 21. Yep, and then I killed him, and then trophy pop, which I will be showing right about now. The next level is in a nightclub, and you basically just go through the levels as normal, taking out the waves of enemies, making your way to the boss. But first, we get the first trophy out of 2 while going to the boss. The first one is for throwing an enemy during the game. I don't know how it took me this long to do this. It just shows I was button mashing for the first half of the game. And for throwing somebody, you get the Dance of the Praying Mantis trophy, and then for the next trophy, you get for getting 10,000 score, you get the I Know Kung Fu trophy, and you get scored by basically just punching or blocking or doing your little special attacks on the people. And the next trophy that we'll be getting is for defeating the boss. The boss of this level is a staff wielding, like, fire bending guy. This boss fight wasn't that hard. It was a little harder than the first one in my opinion, just because I can block. But that's because my controller has drift, and I'm not good at blocking this game at all. Like, I don't know how it's possible to do it. Anyways, here's the trophy. The next level is in a museum. Pretty boring museum, I do say so myself. And in the level, you're just basically going through each of the museum's floors, just getting keys, just like all the other levels. Basically, this level did have by far the most amount of enemies. As the nightclub had a lot of enemies, just they're all in one big area. The first trophy I got is for getting the trophy for like unlocking a certain skill, and this is for collecting the strange object in the game. And then after you get to the very top, and then you climb over this waterfall, and you come in here, and basically just start tripping out on like illusions. I don't even think these are illusions. I think it's just a weird place in the map. I don't know. This story is kind of confusing. The next trophy I got is also for getting another unlock in the game for the score bound trophies. And then this is the boss fight in the game. This is probably the second hardest boss in the game, just because her first stage is pretty easy. It's just afterwards she just starts throwing stuff, and her attacks are kind of hard to dodge. She's just annoying. Nothing too hard. I did die like 5 times on my first playthrough of this. So as you see, I'm 33 when I started around like 28 or so. So which I really struggled with this boss fight. I don't know if it's just me, because I still can't dodge in this game, and I completely platinumed it as of recording this. Like, I still don't know how to dodge, so it's always fun. And then next trophy that will be popped is before killing the boss, and that should be popping out right now. And then next level is in the tower. The tower is an okay level. It's not the greatest. You just go up and then fight guys, and then take the tower all the way down to the very bottom to the underground area. That is the boss that we have to fight. So she mocks us and then runs away. This is a trophy for throwing objects a certain amount of times. It doesn't even say how many times. It's just throwing objects a lot. As I throw the knife and completely miss this guy for the street fighting trophy. And this is the elevator that I talked about, going all the way down. You can take another elevator after this to get to the very bottom of the level. Yeah, it's a pretty mediocre level. This is the elevator that takes you all the way down to the bottom of the level, and then she like rings her bell and stuff starts to fall down. This trophy is for dying by fall damage in the game. I think this is the only place in the game you can die for fall damage, so you get a trophy for it. I was not trying to get this at all, and this is for getting the XP unlock trophy for I-Bot to bring me back 5 years. But that I just regained them back after completing this boss. This boss fight is pretty easy. This is like second easiest, besides the first. The first boss is by far the easiest. She's just annoying. She just attacks you from far. You can't do anything about it because she has range, and you can't get anywhere close. But it's an easy boss. Like, once you get in and actually start hitting her, she's she doesn't have that much health at all. As you can see, she just keeps you at the perimeter, and then you just have to get lucky basically with her movement. As I will say again, I can't dodge in this game. I don't know how people dodge in this game by using the L stick and move. I don't know how to do it. I just hold L1. And this is her second stage. All bosses in this game have a second stage, except the last boss fight that you will do. He has technically 3 stages: 2 if you kill him, 3 if you save him. And this is the trophy for killing her. We'll be popping right now. And then this is the final level in the game. It is the Sanctuary, I think. This is by far the quickest level to get through. There's not that many enemies. There's like maybe like 10 enemies in the entire level, but they're all like the harder enemies in the game. And then you go through to the top to get to the last building of the area, and you fight Yang, the guy from the beginning of the game. His boss fight was pretty hard when I first played it, and then going back through the game, it wasn't too hard. Like it was easier the more you do it because of the patterns and stuff. But other than that, it's a pretty easy boss fight if you know what you're doing. I died like 7 times on this boss fight in my first go. I was 2 lives away from completing the under 25 trophy, which I just get later on by cheating basically. But it ain't cheating unless you get caught, so it should be fine. But this is a pretty good boss fight. I actually very enjoyed this as the final boss in the game. As he like almost mirrors you, and you're not allowed to use your focus abilities, which I thought was actually pretty neat. So he just does hand-to-hand combat. So you first get him down to his first stage, and then you fight outside, mirroring the first fight of the game, if you guys remember. And then you fight him. Again, he gets health down low, and then once you kill him, and then yeah. And it was also showed in the game that you two are brothers, I think. And he's kind of like the outcast, like the guy that's dead and one, because he kind of grew a little corrupt, almost like Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda. But Kung Fu Panda's a way better movie / game than this, so I'll compare the greatness to this. But this is actually a pretty good game. It's a short one, but it's good. And then you fight him, and then you kill Yang, and then you go bah, 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 bang, and he's dead. And then that's the end of the game, technically. And then after this, I'm gonna have to go through the entire game, get all the databases for the board, as they call it in the game, and then saving all the bosses in the game. So, trophies I'll get after this is for killing Yang, which is right. Well, it should be pretty close. It's right here. And then this is for completing the game. And this is for defeating him in under 25 years. And this is for being 70 years old. Now we're on to the cleanup section in the game. So the first trophy I got for after completing the game is for getting all of the data files in the first level of the game. Each level has a data board with it, and saving the enemies you fight. This is for killing the first boss without dying. You can do this with any boss, but I chose the first boss. He's by far the easiest. This is for unlocking a perma unlock, so every time you start a new level, you just keep your abilities. This is for saving the boss, and then this is for doing every single focus move that is possible in the game. This took me quite a few like it took me like an hour. This trophy is for getting 20k in a mission. This was pretty hard. I did cheat for it. I put cheats on and then quit before I left. This is for vaulting over objects 30 times. I'm pretty sure it's 30. This trophy is for killing the fire boss for the second level of the game, or sparing him, I mean. This trophy is for getting 3 hits at the same time. This took me 40 minutes straight. This almost made me quit the game. And then right after is the charge weapon. So if you hold a triangle, it charges everything. And then the next trophy I got is the 36 chamber trophy. This took me 2 hours to get straight. I literally had to go through a list of all the things I did. That almost made me quit. It was not fun whatsoever. I almost quit. This is for defeating the pit boss before anybody else in the club level. This trophy is for getting all the data boards in the club level. And then the next trophy is for getting a kill by throwing somebody into a river for the "Be Like Water, My Friend." That's pretty sure a Jackie Chan quote. I'm pretty sure. Or Bruce. I don't know. Some Chinese guy. This is for defeating the one ninja lady for the museum's final boss. This is for getting all the data boards in the museum. And then this is for getting all the board collectibles for the tower. This is for defeating the bell lady, or saving her, I should say again. I keep on saying kill. I don't know why. This is for throwing somebody onto the nearby city from above in the sanctuary. I did this first try. I was actually pretty through with myself for doing that. This is for saving the Yang, the final boss in the game. And this is for getting all the databases in the game. You get it once you save Yang, and you go to the spiritual tree, or whatever they say. And this is the final trophy of the game, taking a snap in the game. And then the platinum. This game was actually pretty good. I was actually pleasantly surprised with this. Would I play it again? Absolutely not, just because of that 36 chamber trophy. But other than that, this game's like an 8 out of 10. I very enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll sign off. Goodbye.